Hello and welcome to the Yay or Nay series. So if you don't know what this is, allow me to explain. This series is made to find the most agreeable Fighter's Pass. So how will we do that? Simple. Once a week, I will dive into one character specifically, and we will end up talking about that character's series. We'll talk about their potential popularity, around the world, maybe show some stats or whatever, like game sales, kind of, gauge interest by that. Maybe talk about a little bit of relevancy, like when's the last time they had a game that was released, and then even go over some potential moves for their move set. Why not? So overall, this is going to be a fun little series. So down in the comments, this is where you guys come in. This is a big part of the series. Down in the comment section, please tell me yay or nay. It's that simple. Yay or nay. Yes, you want to see this character as a part of the Fighter's Pass, or nay, you don't want to see this character as a part of the Fighter's Pass. And please be decisive and clear about your vote. If you give me something along the line, and people do, and it's hard to tell what you're actually thinking, but people leave comments like, I like this character, but I prefer this one. So I don't know if that's a yes or no. So I mark that as an undecided. Please be clear when you're voting, yay or nay. Start your sentence, start your paragraph, start your comment with yes or no, yay or nay, one of the two, and then go into what your feelings are. All right. Otherwise, if I can't tell, then I'm just gonna mark it as unsure. That's how we do this. Yeah, this is that's how we're gonna figure it out. And nothing more to say than let's get into today's character. All right, you guys know the deal. Got to run over the updates. Which this week, by the way, real quickly. Not every character got additional votes, so we're not going to cover every single character so far because, well, their stats from last week are still the same this week. So here we go. Crash Bandicoot is now up to 94 total votes, 80 yeses, 12 nos, 2 unshures, and he leads the way with 85.1% yes to no ratio. Following him is Dante with 76 total votes, 52 yeses, 21 nos, 3 unshures. Dante comes in at 68.4% yes to no ratio. Then up next, moving on to Bandana Waddle Dee, who now has a total of 111 votes, 80 yeses, 29 nos, 2 unshures, and Bandana Waddle Dee has a 72% yes to no ratio. Then we go to Jonesy, Fortnite here, now up to 121 total votes, 27 yeses, still the lowest amount of yeses, but 27 yeses, 91 nos, and 3 unshures, giving Jonesy a 22.3 yes to no ratio. And then Shantae got a few more votes as well. Now 170 total votes, which is the most total votes out of anybody. 138 yeses, which is the most yeses out of any character. 26 nos, 6 unshures, so Shantae comes in at 81.1 yes to no ratio. Then Sora's up next. Sora now 125 total votes, 93 yeses, 25 nos, 7 unshures, and 74.4 yes to no ratio for Sora. Then Heavy got a few more votes. He's up to 90 total votes, 48 yeses, 41 nos, 1 unsure. Heavy barely over the halfway mark with 53.3 yes to no ratio. And then on to the final character, last week's character, who was Waluigi, who has a total of 86 votes. 56 of those votes were actually yeses. I was surprised when I was tallying this up. But 56 yeses, 30 nos, 0 unshures. So Waluigi comes in at a 65.1 yes to no ratio. I'd have to say that's pretty dang good. But now that that's out of the way, let's move on to today's character, which is Rayman. Now, for a second, let's just put aside the idea that, Rayman's frozen on the battlefield, right? Which, by the way, I would love if that would be his reveal trailer, right? It would actually make for an incredible reveal, right? Just Sakurai saying right before the reveal or something like, hey, this character's been under our nose the whole time and we didn't know it. Well, yeah, that's kind of been the whole joke with it, but that'd be a great reveal trailer. Everyone fighting on the battlefield stage, and all of a sudden that ice cracks open, and boom, here comes Rayman joining the legends in battle. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. But anyway, Rayman is a character. He just kind of has that Smash Bros. Sort of vibe written all over him, doesn't he? I mean, he's got that cartoonish look that pretty much most, if not all, Nintendo characters have. So he's kind of got the look, right? He's got that about him. Plus his moveset potential, which we'll get into in just a little bit. But it gels extremely well with like how Smash Bros. Attacks are seen and how they are used and portrayed in Smash Bros. Right? Like you can literally take Rayman Legends and almost copy paste every attack Rayman does in that game and put it into Smash Bros. Moveset, and it just works. That's how like Rayman's just ready to go. All right, he's got the moveset ready. But before we get into the moveset, a lot of people, I see this argument all the time, and I personally don't get it. It's one of the weirdest things I've seen. But the argument is that if a character is popular in Japan, then they have to be extremely likely to be the next DLC character or the next character for Smash Bros. In general, right? Well, it's the reason I think that is extremely weird is, well, okay, let's look at just a couple series that's extremely popular in Japan, right? First one being Monster Hunter. Why do we not have any Monster Hunter playable characters? We don't even have the Monster Hunter Mii costumes. That didn't even come back. What's the story there? It's not like it'd be that difficult. Nintendo and Capcom work extremely well together, so where is the Monster Hunter character? If that series is so big, right? It could easily take a Monster Hunter rep, make them a character. Another series, the Resident Evil series, is received so well in Japan. Like Resident Evil 6, for example, over here in the United States. I'm not sure about Europe, I didn't look this up. But at least in the United States, Resident Evil 6 was not well received. A lot of people were like, whoa, what is this? That's not good. But over in Japan, they were giving it like 99 out of 100. Like everybody was rated. It's like one of the best Resident Evil games that they've said for the series. And I mean, that just kind of goes to show you, Resident Evil is extremely popular. So why do we not have a Resident Evil character in Smash Bros? Yes, I know we have the Resident Evil spirits, but I'm talking about playable characters. If you're going to be popular in Japan, well then you might as well just be in Smash Bros. Except you're not, because that's kind of a really weird argument. I never understood that. But moving on from that, let's talk about Rayman. How do his games do in Japan? You might be asking yourself, right? If we're going to use that as an argument, there's got to be a point to that. Well, it might just be better to actually not acknowledge how Rayman's games do in Japan. But I will anyway. We'll talk about it. Look, it's not good, okay? It's not good. But just take a look at these numbers, for example, all right? Take a look at these numbers from Rayman Legends from the Wii U. Yeah, I know, LOL, Wii U. But take a look at this. Rayman Legends failed to even sell 1,500 copies. Not 15,000, not 150,000, not 1.5 million. No, it failed to even sell 1,500 copies. And that's just in its first week. If you can't sell 1,500 copies in your first week, that's dreadful. That is downright dreadful. But you know what? Maybe game sales isn't the best way to look at if a character is going to be in Smash Bros. Right? Let's just cue Banjo-Kazooie. When's the last time they had a game? I love that they're in the game, but game sales don't always have to mean you're going to be popular, or if you're popular in Japan, or you're not. That's still a bad argument. But anyway, all might not be lost though, right? Because Ubisoft themselves, keep this in mind, Ubisoft themselves were asking fans to vote for Rayman during the Smash Ballot days. Yeah, remember Smash Ballot, the Smash Wii U 3DS DLC cycle? Yeah, Rayman was like, yo, go vote for our boy. We want to see him in Smash Bros. Ubisoft themselves even went as far as to send Nintendo a render of Rayman for Nintendo to add into Super Smash Bros., hoping it would lead to something cool. Well, we got that random Rayman trophy, so I guess that's a thing. But then heading into Smash Ultimate, right, when we got the first teaser, lots and lots and lots of people were expecting Rayman to be one of the newcomers, the forefront for third-party characters. Everyone's like, he's almost a guarantee at this point. He's almost a guarantee. And then he got revealed as a random spirit. I was like, wait, what? What? What's going on here? Something's weird. So it's like, clearly Nintendo has no issue with Rayman being in Smash Bros. Whatsoever. But I don't know. Are they okay with a playable kit? Like, they have no issue talking to Ubisoft, letting Rayman make some sort of an appearance in the game. So I guess it's a positive, right? Like, what's the worst? They're going to remove his spirit? Okay. What's the best they could do? They get turned into an actual playable fighter, which, if you're going to be a playable fighter, you need some attacks. So let's segue right into that. As for a few attacks, Rayman does have quite a really good arsenal here. Does have quite a good arsenal. So we'll only talk just a couple moves here, but first up, let's go with the Magic Fist. Right, this one allows Rayman to have a projectile. You know, you could use it to snipe your opponents that are off in the distance, or you try to snipe them when they're trying to recover back onto stage, whatever it is. Just a nice little projectile to play around with. You know, that way Rayman's doesn't always have to rely on being up close and impersonal. You got some distance you can use with this character, which is always great. Right? And, well, you can't really talk Rayman without mentioning the plums. You gotta mention the plums. This is another thing Rayman could use as a projectile, or heck, you could even use this as like a little platform. I don't know if you want to use this like as a down special. So if Rayman happened to be in the air, he just drops a plum right beneath his feet. So kind of like Steve. Think of Steve in a degree, where Steve has that building block, and then he can jump off of that to help himself recover. So maybe Rayman could kind of have that same idea, where he's got the plum, could use it to bounce off of, jump off of, or even, you know, pick it up and throw it, whatever it might be, but gotta have the plums in there somewhere. What else? Hey, well, come on. Rayman, one of his nicknames, right? He is the Limbless Wonder, after all. So, of course, you're gonna have actually long-ranged kicking and punching attacks. I know it's a weird thing to say, but, like, he has no limbs, so his arms and his feet, not his arms, wow. His hands and his feet, they extend quite a big distance. So, you know, for example, his wind-up punch, right? Forward smash. I think that'd be the best place to put this. But a big old wind-up punch, wind it up, and whoop-bam! You know, big damage, tremendous power. Probably one of his best KO options, if not his best. And then the last thing I'll talk about is, hey, if you like characters that have spike attacks, again, going back to the Rayman Legends thing, he's got it already built into his character. He's got a two-handed overhead smack. It's kind of like, it's very similar to, say, Banjo-Kazooie, Mario's forward air, stuff like that. So he's got his own spike attacks, that's always great. Hitting one of them attacks feels oh so sweet. But yeah, that is pretty much gonna be it for today. So, you know, all in all, Rayman really does have tremendous potential. He's got great fan support. He's a household name, and in my opinion, he's absolutely worthy of getting a Smash invite, right? So for me, Rayman does get a yay, but kind of like a low yay. Like, he's not a character that he's not a top 10 character for me that I want to see, but I have no issue with seeing Rayman in Smash Bros. As a playable character. So, yes, he does get a yay from me nonetheless. Anyway, that is it for this one. Let me know your guys' opinion down in the comments below. Yay or nay? That's all you got to say. All right, anyway, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.